Netcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is Twit.
Hi, Brian.
Oh, hey, Shannon.
How's it going?
It's going good. Just switching the show.
And you're doing a great job at it.
Oh, thank you.
So, you have something pretty cool to show me, right?
I do.
This is the new Nokia Lumia Icon?
Yeah, so this is one of the newest Windows phones that came out on Verizon recently.
The screen looks nice.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I was trying to show it a little bit. It's a little weird doing this and switching the show, but I think we can make it work. But anyway, I went ahead and I actually did some B-roll of this.
Perfect.
So when you first look at this phone, like, you know, it doesn't really stand out that well or anything like that. But it also reminded me of something. It might also, if you've seen 2001 Space Odyssey, have you seen that before?
Oh, I might have.
Yeah, it kind of looks like the monolith from that. So, but I had...
That's awesome.
I'll be honest, I'm an Android guy, and my dedicated phone that I use is a Moto X. But I really tried to dedicate myself to using this phone for a whole week. I took it on vacation with me, and really liked it a lot. Like the first two highlights for this phone for this phone is the screen and the camera.
Of course. Now, Nokia has done a really good job with their cameras coming up so far in the Lumia line.
Right.
How does this one compare to past ones?
Well, all the cameras on all the Lumias are really sharp and pretty good, but this one is a little bit different because this is a 20 megapixel camera. So
wow.
Really, when I was using this as just a camera, I would take pictures and you can just crop and zoom later on, and you don't have to worry about it. I really like the screen was really nice. Like you can see from the footage here that the tiles look really sharp. The colors are really vibrant. It's a 5-inch 1080p OLED screen.
Yes,
and
those are the best.
Yeah, so the blacks are really dark, and
Good.
even that photo right there on the home screen I took with the phone, and it's got a really nice focus effect that it does. It also has a quad-core processor that is super snappy. Like, I've never had a problem with Windows phones feeling slow or sluggish or anything. Right. But everything I loaded up worked fine. And even the speech stuff that it does, that didn't work quite as well like it does on with the Google stuff with my Moto X, but it got the job done. And, you know, I really like the hardware on this phone, but as a dedicated Android user, some of the apps were lacking, and that's really one of my only complaints.
Yes, Windows has had that problem so far.
And Alex made it apparent to me that 8.1 is going to be releasing very soon, so some of the little niggles that I have with the OS, like a notification tray at the top, or the active display. Alex's phone, I forget what he uses, but you tap on the screen and it comes up. But
right.
Not so much on this phone.
Does it have any additional space, expandable memory, or anything
It doesn't.
like that?
So
No.
a lot of the premium Windows phones, it is encased, I guess is what you would say. You can't. There's no expandable memory on it. But it does come with 32 gigs, so that's pretty good. And it's not a removable battery, but the battery it's over 2,000 milliamps.
Oh wow!
And I didn't have any problem getting full day of use out of it, taking pictures and all sorts of stuff. And I also went out and back to the camera again.
That looks pretty good.
It does 1080p.
And this is a
30 frames
video
per
that you
second.
recorded on the Icon?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it does a really good job with video. It has optical stabilization too.
Cool.
And so one of the neat features on this phone is it has 4 microphones too.
Wow.
So the audio it picked up was pretty good. And this was a prank I pulled on one of our editors, Victor.
What happened?
For April Fools. I put a Nick Cage extension on his browser. Is that all Nicolas Cage on there?
That sounds pretty clear and crisp.
Yeah, it came out not too bad. Because usually, on most phones, the microphone is on the front of the phone. So.
And this is what you do at work.
Yeah. And I took it out.
That and play in snow.
Yeah, no, the camera on this was really nice. I took it out on vacation with me and did a great job. I'm walking around.
Yeah, it looks like the
pretty
colors
good.
are pretty accurate.
Yeah, black and white right here. But the stabilization does pretty good, because even as I was walking around, it did a good job of getting rid of some of the shakiness and stuff. And like,
don't get any snow on it. Oh. So, is this only available on Verizon?
Yes, this is only on Verizon.
And how much does it cost right now?
So for a 2-year contract, it is $200, and if you want to buy it off contract, it's $550.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not too bad. A little
Not too
cheaper than
bad.
another phone that we're going to show in just a few moments.
Right.
Not bad. What are your buys and tries and don't buys for this? Your pros and cons.
Yeah, my pros and cons. So for buy, try, don't buy. Would this phone take me away from my Moto X? No. But there's another picture. Sorry. That's with the flash on. It wouldn't draw me away from my Moto X, but if you were interested in using a Windows phone and you wanted something with a really good camera and a screen that is awesome, those are the two biggest pros of this. And the performance is great, like super snappy.
Yeah.
The cons, it's not the hardware's fault, but some of the apps were a little limited. Some of the third-party stuff is kind of a pain. It just feels like a workaround for some of the other things that it should be able to do. The focus can be a little slow in certain situations, but not too bad. And it's not the slimmest phone. It's a little thick, and it's 5-inch screen, so you're not going to forget about it in your pocket. But buy, try, don't buy. If you're looking for a solid, this is definitely the best Windows phone, I think, on Verizon, and it has wireless charging, which is super nice too. So it checks all the little boxes, I think. But if you're a dedicated Android or iOS, this phone's probably not going to make you. Yeah. Okay, that's an example of the front-facing camera. I forgot that was in there. So it's a little blurry. The front-facing, it will do 720. For video calls and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But you're not going to be you're going to be focusing with the rear camera mostly.
Cool. Well, thank you, Bryan.
Yeah.
That was a very interesting Icon review. I really appreciate it. And it's nice to visit you over here at the TD desk for once in our lives.
Yeah, it's
Hi.
It's a little difficult switching and doing this, but hey.
But you're pretty good
fun.
at it.
Thanks.
You multitask.
Thank you.
Almost as good as a woman.
Yeah, well, I can try.